I want to talk about buyer agents and listing agents for just a minute, because this is something that not a lot of people know, and I want to be very, very clear and transparent about it. There are two agents involved in virtually every single real estate transaction. The first one is the listing agent. This is the person that represents the seller in all negotiations, that markets the property, and that gets this property online. Oftentimes they'll be the person on Zillow, on the signs, things like that. But their job is to look out for the seller and to represent them aggressively. On the buy side, you have a buyer agent who's responsible for getting the buyer through all the steps that went over in the 4 phases buying a home, finding that perfect home for them, negotiating the deal, the whole offering phase, all of that stuff, and then representing them in all negotiations, of course, as well. So what you don't want to do as a buyer, you do not want to have the listing agent representing you as well. That's called dual agency in Washington state. That is legal to do it, but it is not in your best interest. And here is why. That agent cannot tell either party anything, and you don't really know who they're actually looking out for. They're looking out for your best interest or for the seller's best interest. You don't know because they're representing both of you at the same time. There's only one person that wins when dual agency occurs. That is the agent. The buyer doesn't win, the seller doesn't win, the agent wins because they get paid twice. So I want to be very transparent about that. This is one of the reasons why on our team, we do not do dual agency. We will not represent a buyer and a seller at the same time on the same transaction. We have buyer agents and we have listing agents, and we don't cross-pollinate to avoid that conflict of interest. So please don't ever talk to the listing agent direct. Go through me, your buyer agent, for all questions, and this includes new construction as well. You don't ever want to reach out to the builder's agent direct. If you reach out to them direct, they can literally just take you over as their client, and now you've got the builder's agent representing you, and they're actually going to look out for the builder's best interest far ahead of yours. I promise you that. So go through your agent for everything. Always direct all of your questions back their way. Always go on private home tours with them. I don't even like my clients going to open houses. Oftentimes at open houses, my clients have shared with me that they feel pressured by the listing agent to try to, share with them feedback on the home, or they feel pressured by them to get through the house quickly or something like that. So always schedule a private tour with us so you don't feel that pressure from the listing agent watching you and breathing down your neck as you're trying to experience the home and see it on your terms, okay? And don't talk to listing agent direct about anything. Anything you talk to them about, they could use against us in negotiating. It's kind of like talking to a prosecutor when you need a defense attorney. So that's kind of an overview on agency roles. Not a lot of agents talk about this, but I like to be super transparent about it and just very upfront, because I think it's in your best interest that you have a dedicated buyer agent. And remember, you don't pay anything to have a buyer agent. The seller pays both the buyer agent and the listing agent. So we're free for you on the buy side.